Right, right me out.
Am I saying meow?
Is it? Did it button? Here we go. I don't know how. Oh, it did button. Wow, that was
Button.
fast. Holy crap! It buttoned so fast. I didn't expect it to. You know, normally. Ooh, I'm over here. When I look that way, do I look at anybody?
No.
No, I don't.
Not on my screen.
Not on my screen.
So on my screen, I'm at the end. I'm on the bottom right. But when I look to my right, I'm not looking at anybody. But on the Discord, I'm looking. Oh no, you guys are all in the wrong spots. It changed.
I'm cosplaying.
Yeah, we totally are.
I am.
I'm
Okay.
Wendy now.
Thunder Shane McKellen.
Hold on.
Oh gosh.
The only person.
That's
The
all I
only-
got for
the
you.
only person-
I
don't know what you guys are doing, but
Wizard's being.
The only
I've got
person.
everything figured out.
The only
Lucas is
person
the
in the
only one
right
who's
spot
got anything. Correct.
is CJ.
You
CJ's the
guys-
only one in the right spot. Oh, God.
Yes.
Okay, on my screen, CJ's in the right spot and Dale's in the right spot.
Now I'm in the right spot.
Okay.
Before I was you, it was really trippy.
Where in the world? Oh, God.
Get yourselves together.
These are things. All right.
Gotta try and do something that the Humpty Dumpty people couldn't.
I got to
Nope,
rename
they-
these
oh,
things.
Are you really quoting the Family Guy Halloween special that you complained about us watching?
Where's Winston?
No.
There he is. What number are you? I got to rename these to be your names instead of box 1 through 6, because that really threw me off. Oh God, now
What
we're
box am I?
Box 4.
you're box 5, Josh,
All right.
and then we
Box
go.
3.
Zach, you
Oh,
might
box
actually
30.
be box. You are actually box 3.
Oh, all right.
You might actually be correct here. All right, cool. All right, so oh my gosh, we got some folks. Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome to the second session of our Pokemon D&D. I'm Uncommon Soap. We're joined with these folks. Everybody want to say hi? You go first, Zach, because we're gonna go around robin. Say hi.
Hi.
Who are you? What are you playing? Who are you being?
Oh, I'm Zach from This Toy Makes Me Happy. Plug, plug, plug. I'm playing Goofius, and I have a lovely Pokemon. My old friend. What was his name again? Shit.
Bernie.
Smolder.
Bernie
yeah.
Saunders or something.
Bernie Smolder. Bernie Smolders.
Smolders.
Mulder, like from
Smolders.
Smolders. Col. Anyways, all right.
Like Kobe.
Like
I was saying
Smolder and
like Kobe
Mulder.
Smolders. What about you, Devin?
Now I'm building sand castles in the sand. Hi, I'm Devin. I'm playing Thunder Shade McKellar. And you can also find me when I'm not playing Pokemon D&D at the Say Report. That's my podcast. And the Adam Sandler Cinematic Universe. We just went to the Hotel Transylvania. Spoilers, we haven't decided if it's in our cinematic universe yet or not.
How could it not be? It is a treasure. I love those movies. At least the first two. I don't really.
Yeah. We're not deciding until we've watched all of them, like
You-
we did with the grown-ups films.
Wait, so you reviewed them and then decide whether or not they earned their spot?
Yes, that's how it has to work. We have a whole detailed format. I got it right here. This is
Devin,
trade
you fell into the
secrets-
void.
Kevin went into the galaxy for a little bit to
Trade
get his.
secrets on the
get his stuff.
ASCU right here.
The void. All right, damn. All right, fair enough. All right, Josh, you're up next.
I'm Josh. I will be playing the role of Winston Churchill, not the world leader, a different Winston Churchill, and I got nothing to plug right now.
Great.
No relation.
No relation. And Wendy.
I'm real mad they retconned that in the Tiny Toons reboot. I just have to say it because someone brought it up.
Yep.
Fair enough.
That's me, right? Oh, now
Now it's
me.
your turn.
It's your
So,
turn.
hey everybody, I'm Shark. I will be playing Wendy in this crazy journey that we're taking here. Is old stuff okay to plug? That's like,
I don't know. You're you.
You know. So
You're
I
you.
mean, if you're ever interested in listening to like pre 2020, anecdotes about movies and stuff, you could check out the Say Report Junior, which is a podcast I did with a friend of mine as a sister podcast to the Say Report. So
I remember.
yeah, you remember? Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. Who knows? Maybe it'll make a resurgence. You know. Never know.
Pre-pandemic
Wendy at the
podcast.
helm.
And then round us out, CJ.
Yeah, hi. I'm CJ from my house. I have nothing to plug.
Oh my
And
god.
I'm playing
That's the best
Lucas.
show
Yeah. The show is called Really Tired from Two Children.
ever. I know that show.
Fair.
Yeah.
I don't know that show. I only have one children. But I am tired. I did drink, but I did like chug a whole coffee right before I sat down here because I was like, I need a little something, and it won't
Changes
affect it.
life.
Yeah, it won't affect me going to bed in 2 hours because the child, the one, is more than is enough to make the tired.
Grogu, the child.
Yes, that child, and the one that lives over there on the other side of this wall. Mabe, you got your yellow. I forgot what color I made it after blue for the member thing. You know, if you're a member of the channel, you can go ahead and get a really cool D20 next to your name, and you can post this Milky Boy. Look, I got milk, Malode. Go for it. Anyways, doesn't matter. You guys don't. There's 5 of you don't understand those these funny emotes.
I mean, I know what channel badges are for members.
Well, yeah, but then you also get a bunch of inside joke, infinite fusion emotes. Anyways.
Oh.
When we last left our heroes, you spent a long time talking to Professor Oak, and you graduated from the Pokemon Academy over in Viridian City. You battled his mighty Snorlax, chose your starter Pokemon, and now it's time for us to get on a bus to go and do our graduation tournament
To adventure.
to the great
Let's do it.
into the unknown.
Oh, don't get me started. I will crush that song. No.
I mean, hey,
Did you
hey,
just switch to the Last Starfighter theme?
Yes.
yes, yeah.
My hope is to become a Pokemon master so that I can join, like a la the Last Starfighter.
You know, I
To
thought
defend
Don't take my
frontier
jokes.
against Zur and the Kodan Armada. Yes.
so. I wasn't 100% paying attention because I
One
was.
guy who knows the movie is here.
Well,
I
I mean, I've seen the Last Starfighter, but I honestly, because I was only
Know
half.
the movie.
I haven't seen it since I was a child, so no. But I
Yeah, we hear it
I
because
rep-
they play it all the time in the queue for Soren at Disney.
I reference that movie far too much for someone who's never seen it.
well, so I thought that because I was only half paying attention, I thought you were doing Indiana Jones. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh,
dun,
No,
dun,
I was
dun,
just-
dun, dun,
it
dun.
morphed into another song. What that song was is outside of my control.
Okay, all right,
They're all very similar.
yeah.
I still thought it was the Superman theme as well too for a second too. I was like,
Ooh, yeah, see,
John
Same song
Williams,
once again.
okay? It's
yeah,
what it
yeah,
is.
yeah. John Williams. That's not Star Wars.
How about we just take a break from this and we'll just do a watch party of Last Starfighter so Dale can watch it.
I mean, if we were concerned about getting
sounds
some
good
kind of
to
copy,
me.
who owns the Last Starfighter? Because people are concerned about. I
I
meant
think we all own
I
the
meant-
Last Starfighter.
I meant the
It's fine.
copyright of the
Oh,
Last
I
Starfighter.
don't know.
how about batteries not included? Double
Can't get
feature.
into all that.
That's a good one,
Ooh,
too.
that's pretty solid. As long as we're not watching Flight of the Navigator or Lucas. No
Oh, hang on,
offense,
hang on.
Lucas.
We're making the DM angry. We should get on the bus now.
Let's get on the
Anyways,
bus. No more talking
anyways.
about
We
Mac
have
and
this
me.
conversation
Been on the
in
bus.
character.
I've been on
I
the
hope
bus.
there's an
I'm just
in-bus
like,
movie.
You
CJ, I know what you're doing.
know what
See
you
it
know what
all
I'll
clear.
we'll frame this. This was the 5 of you bonding because it was perfect because CJ wasn't saying anything and his character's trying to be as inconspicuous as humanly possible. This was the 5 of you already, like Professor Oak. As I was saying that speech, you and the other 7 teams were all loading onto the bus. You guys situated yourselves towards the back of the bus, and because you were on there second, because team 2, they loaded you in order, just like the little children. They got to make sure you drop you off at the right bus stop, and then you're you're just talking about the Last Starfighter and all these other movies. We'll pretend you were doing all your various accents and fun things, and then yeah, so. As you drive through Viridian City, hold on, I had written a thing. Hold on. Da, 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 da. The bus winds its way through the streets of Viridian Cities, a modest yet bustling hub nestled between the sprawling Viridian Forest and the Western Mountains. Though it's one of Kanto's quieter cities, Viridian has a charm to it. So, like, in the games, obviously, there's like 3 buildings and a gym. It's a city, it's a small city, but it's a city. As you pass through the city, it's a
Hey.
actually no, most of the stuff is like 2 Anyways, as the bus approaches the gym, so you're on your way to the newly renovated Viridian City. Our heroes are on their way to the newly renovated Viridian City gym, where the crowd is pouring in to watch this graduation tournament. The excitement is palpable in the air. Lots of adjectives. So many adjectives. As the bus approaches the gym, the energy of the city seems to intensify. The streets are packed with people, all making their way towards the stadiums to witness the inaugural tournament of the Pokemon Academy's first graduating class. The excitement is infectious, and you can feel the weight of this moment. This is more than a battle. This is the beginning of your new lives.
Gorsh.
Hey, I'm gonna make you proud, Mom and Dad.
Does this bus have a bathroom?
Yeah. Well, cause it's not a school bus. It's it's like a charter bus. So
Yeah,
there's
it's
that
a
one.
charter bus.
It's
There's
a
that
charter
one
bus.
toilet in the back.
You probably don't want to go in there for a while. Trust me.
I'm getting a little nervous with this crowd, guys. I'll be right back. Goofy cousin uses the toilet.
Does he have to roll for initiative on that?
I
Maybe he
mean,
gets it all over his big goofy shoes.
if anything,
whoa! I just
maybe-
got his name.
maybe a
Wait, hang on. Let me Constitution save. See if I can hold it.
Well, no. So I was gonna say if you want to go to the bathroom, but Winston told you should probably hold off on it. If anything, it's a Constitution saving throw to make sure that you can go in there without gagging a little bit. So I want you to make a Constitution saving throw. Let me open up.
4.
Well, so you go in there, you open the door, and you are just hit with a waft of just, I'm going to say necrotic energy. You don't know what came out of the bowels of this man, but you have to turn back, and you do not successfully go to the bathroom.
I ate a lot of granola. It's your own doing. I don't know what to tell me. You kept giving me granola.
So there's that. Anybody else want to talk about pooping on the bus?
I didn't say I had to go number 2.
And you also want to talk?
We're already second episode in. We've already hit poop jokes.
We're talking about that poop.
Love it.
Hey, first of all, Mabe, I did not railroad them onto the bus. We had to get on the bus. Literally, you can sit. You want to go right back and talk to Professor Oak for 73 more minutes? Go for it.
No.
Okay.
He could summarize more of the game as.
We're good.
But anyway,
Fun things.
but yes, as you approach are getting closer and closer to the gym, you can see that there's a big digital billboard on the front, and it just flashes just for a second. It says, welcome Viridian City's new gym leader, Big J. And that's all. J-A-Y, not J like the letter J. Big J. Or Big Joe. Sorry, Big Joe. Big Joe. Anyways.
Which one is it? Yes.
It's Big Joe. Because it was supposed to be
Okay.
Big J, the letter J, but I said it wasn't J. It was J-A-Y, but actually it was the letter J. I was so wrong. So
Joe goes by Big J.
yes, Joe goes by
Does
Big
he go
Joe.
by Joe as well, or just Big J?
Everyone calls me Nick.
I'll be referring to him by
Big
Joseph.
J.
I'll just say yes. I'll say yes. So the buses all pull around the back.
Diet Mountain Dew, I see you got there, Lucas. Does Diet
You know
Mountain
Mountain
Dew exist in
Dew
the
too
Pokemon
well.
world?
You can tell just
Does-
by the color of the.
Does now.
I mean, to be fair, what else would it be besides Mountain Dew?
I knew it
Mount
was
Moon
Diet.
Dew.
It could have just
I
been
don't
full
know.
fat or
Some kind of
caffeine-free.
lemonade,
It's too green to be lemonade. I mean, unless you're drinking
limeade.
Or
It could
Country
be-
Time Special Green Spooky Edition, available now wherever fine
Ecto-
lemonade
Ecto
powders
Cooler.
are sold. Don't you bring up Ecto Cooler.
I was gonna say, what if it was Ecto Cooler?
Then we'd be in my house circa 2016 playing the Ghostbusters board game.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Oh God, I don't like any of that.
Time.
Anyways, so you guys,
So Big J is here.
Big J. So
Big J.
you just see his name flash up on the billboard. You don't see it, but you guys are gonna the buses all pull up to the front. They all open, and you all can start filing out towards the gym. A couple of those Pokeball men from the Galar games are there. Holding up signs and revving up the crowd. You guys make your way into the lobby. and then towards the back, towards the locker rooms. As you're making your way through the crowd, through the lobby, through the locker rooms, is there anything that you want to see, observe, talk about, take in, whatever?
Are the crowds like leaning over the barriers and stuff like that, cheering, or
A couple folks
just
are.
kinda
They're mostly there. Everybody's psyched. Not a lot of grabby grabs because you're important and significant for the for culture. But like nobody knows who you are yet. So people are just excited for the concept of this happening.
How awkward would it be if if Goofius, ran over and like tried to high five a bunch of people?
You can do whatever you want to do. How awkward's it going to be? I think
Yeah.
people would probably be into it, unless of course you do something hilarious and bad.
Well, I'm going for it. Like,
Okay.
He's going for it.
All right, can we just make a general? I'll just say a general dexterity check or a charisma. I'll let you choose. Because obviously
I have more of that.
you're running for the high fives, so that's dexterity. But also you're trying to go to the crowd. So I'll also allow charisma.
That's
for that.
17.
A 17. Wow.
17.
You start like a little bit of a wave. You hit the first couple of hands, and before you know it, one entire side, say 30 or 40 people, you're just up and down with these hands. You're getting all these hands all the way down.
Slap.
Double hands all the way down. All the way down. Everybody is so psyched. Your son would be so proud of you right now, probably.
Highly doubt it.
While Goofius is distracting everybody, I want to kind of see if I can case the competition, get an idea of who we might be up against.
Wait. Where is Lucas in proximity to me?
The background, always.
Okay, because I want to run over and grab you and be like, "Come on, Lucas!"
Please no.
Grab him over
Please
to the
stop.
crowd. Drag him
Don't
over.
do this to
I'm
me.
gonna try to drag him over.
No.
So, all right.
Lean on this. They love it.
Well, I mean, I guess you could try to make like an insight
not
check
gonna
at disadvantage.
Trying to fight. Oh, at disadvantage now
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's dragging me around.
Yeah, because he's dragging you around. You can have an
Okay.
an insight check at disadvantage.
Okay. Let's see.
I forgot to hit start session on the map thing. I just fixed that.
Disadvantage.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, okay. We can.
Yeah, so you can go in there if you like.
I
My
was
bad.
wondering.
Yeah, my bad. Oh crap! I accidentally put it into spectator view. How do I fix it? No. How do?
Nova's just dancing.
Okay, so I will set my insight to disadvantage and roll. Oh no. 6.
A 6. Okay. With a 6, what I will say is there is one young man. There's one man in particular that you do notice kind of giving you a little bit of a side eye, but you can't clock any but this person's very obviously staring at you. But otherwise,
I am right back.
Yeah. But otherwise, you don't catch anything other than this one dude. Yeah.
I'm sorry I ruined
Double-
it, but I'm also not
double
sorry I
side eye.
ruined it.
I just want to make it abundantly clear you did not ruin it. You made it funnier.
Is that Lucas talking or CJ?
Oh, CJ 100. Lucas is a little bit miffed, but no,
Yeah. You're having a time. So I guess I don't know if this is broken or not. We'll find out when we get into a fight. Wait, can I add folks? No, I can't add folks. All right, I'm in spectator mode and I don't know how to fix it, but I think I fixed it. We'll find out.
Can you end the game and start it back?
Yeah, I'll have to
shut
do
it off
that.
and turn it back on again.
Yeah.
And then pick the plug out of the wall,
All that stuff. Well, let me. Oh, you know what? Spectator mode was a completely different tab, but I didn't know because I have 83 tabs open, so we're good. We're perfect. We're perfect.
That just hurt my soul.
We're perfect. I have so many freaking tabs. I have all your character sheets open. I have my notes. I have the Pokemon sheet. I have
I mean, it makes sense.
the YouTube chat. I got all the stuff. I got so many things. So many things. Anywho, so all right. So you guys continue to make your way, through the thing, through the lobby, through the line, through the lobby. And I said into the locker room, but I'm wrong. You guys are all going out onto the pitch. So you're kind of filing straight in and straight down onto the pitch where you all have little designated areas for your teams. So eventually the 8 teams make their way to their little areas. And and the in the middle of the stadium, where the little Pokeball symbol is, it would be separating the two sides, stand Blue and Professor Oak again.
Oh, these guys again.
Yeah.
This guy.
I guess Blue should probably talk because he's the headmaster, not Professor Oak. He'll steal the show some other time. Anyways, so Blue is going to, he's revving the crowd up. He's throwing his hands up. He's really soaking all this in. He misses being a champion. He misses being a gym leader. He's in his element right now. He's really loving the attention going on here. But he kind of clears his throat as the crowd kind of quiets down a little bit, so that way he can talk. So this is our first inaugural graduation tournament. I didn't come up with a better name yet, but trust me, I will. So today, these 8 teams are going to be competing against each other in a double elimination tournament. The winner will get something super cool to be revealed later. It's a surprise.
Randall's gonna be a starship pilot?
Is it a
Yes.
Master Ball? It's a Master Ball.
Lore question. Maybe you already clarified this, but he said first inaugural. Are we like the first graduating class of certified Pokemon trainers?
Yeah,
So-
in this new version of the Pokemon League, yes. So normally, so historically, obviously, Pokemon trainers were just anybody that caught a Pokemon, or like for whatever reason you have a Pokemon. So obviously in the games, you're an unpaid intern working for experience for the local professor. You get a Pokemon and a Pokedex, and you go do your thing. But the way to try to regulate that, because of course everything has to be regulated. Come on. The Pokemon League has gotten together to effectively, you can get a license to become basically an official Pokemon trainer. So you're a Pokemon adventurer, basically. You're going to go around doing general assistance while also competing for your badges and stuff if you so choose. The more badges you have, the more money, the more perks
And
you
we
get as a
pulled
trainer.
down a hefty salary.
I was just curious if there had been this had been going on a little while and there were already some graduates out in the world, or if we
No,
were
you guys are the
approached.
first ones. The first ones, at least in Kanto. Enough of teenagers saving the world. We should probably have some people with some sort of licenses doing that.
More like prepubescent whelps.
All these 11-year-olds that refuse to speak.
Elves. Not even older than if Hogwarts. Whatever that is in my head.
So how does it start?
So if Blue's going to continue giving a little bit of a boring speech, and then that none of you are paying attention to, and then he'll eventually dismiss all of you, and you can go into the locker rooms behind you, where you'll actually be fighting in the very first match.
Isn't that convenient?
Of course, it's
I'm
convenient.
ready to
Yar-
go.
Your team number 2. So
How
fi-
are we seated? Did he mention that in his little speech?
So you guys are all going to be going into the locker room, and you're going to be kind of, you can see the tournament board up on the wall. You see the first match is team 1 versus team 2 because that's how numbers work. There's no, and there's no seats or
No
whatever.
seating, I
Yeah, there's no
understand.
seating. So it's just team 1 versus team 2.
How simple.
And you kind of catch that. And then but when you're looking at the names on seed 1, TS, I'm gonna say that there is one particular name that catches your eye and makes your blood boil a little bit. Your barbarian blood kind of. It says that the name of this person that you're upset with, I should have written this down earlier, is
Bob.
Jacob.
Donnie O'Donnell. And once you read that name right on cue, what if it isn't little TS? This big, burly man, I'm going to say he's probably like 37 years old. Probably, I don't know how old you are, TS, but he
I'm
comes up.
28 years if I'm a day.
So this guy right here gonna come barreling in with ya. He's got his own illa kid, it's like you, sitting on his shoulder. And he comes over and gives you a big whack on the back. What if it isn't little T.S. McDorra? How you doing, boy?
Of the O'Donnells. I thought I'd never see you again, O'Donnell. Not since I joined the temple 18 years ago.
Well, I didn't think I'd see you again until I came over here from the place where we live, the place north of Galar, down here to the south place of Galar, to get myself a Pokemon. And then I saw your name on that sheet, and I got real excited, like.
I cannot believe they'd give someone like you the opportunity. Though a couple of the people on my team, it makes sense. It seems like this is a real born again, starting me life over sort of endeavor that's going on here in Kanto. So, Donny, you're 10 years me senior.
Yeah.
I got an Ella kid. Should be an Ella buzz by now, shouldn't it?
Well, I wasn't a Pokemon trainer before I came down here. We start out the same as everyone. Look at this guy. He's like 8 years old over here. And I'm going to point at Winston.
Oh, Winston.
What the hell is this guy?
It's very kind of you.
I said 80.
80.
Oh, not quite.
No,
Not
did
quite,
you
young
dare
man.
understand our accents, Winston? Why, don't even bother joining in the conversation. You make the whole team look weak.
To be
I
fair,
don't know these
You're not
voices.
weakened.
They're weird. I don't know.
All right, Churchill.
and what's up with this dude wearing the vest? He's got some kind of unusually big pants and shoes
You
on.
leave Luca Patient alone. He does what he wants to do in the background.
I was talking about the goofy one, not the guy with the tag on his
I
shoes.
thought they both had vests on. They both look
Oh,
like they
man.
have vests on in the little picture.
So I meant to tell you.
Oh yeah, he does have a Lucas does have a vest on, huh? But yeah,
Yes,
I'm running out of stuff for you to have tags on. Your glasses, I think, are the only thing left.
it's
We're-
fine.
We've done
Anywho,
the shirt,
O'Donnell,
the pants, now the shoes.
The shoes, yeah.
I do have my Sprite has a scarf and a
Yeah.
bag and a
Okay.
vest. So we got
right.
places to go.
We got some more tags to take off. Well, with that, I did like, when I see you out there on the pitch, little boy. And he's just gonna give you another little smack on the back, and him and the rest of Team One are gonna make their way up onto the field. And it's time for you guys to get up there as well.
I
hair
look around,
effect is
take a
really
second,
good.
and look around. And go, hey, he seems nice.
Wendy is kind of just like in the background, still sizing up our team, like
Goofy is my
wondering
friend.
if this is a good
Is
situation.
anyone in your life bigger than you, louder than you, and in close proximity to your home that every waking day you have to interact with them?
My third ex-wife.
I asked Goofiest, but Winston, that's a good one.
Now, you're 8 years old and have 3 ex-wives?
80. He's 80 years old.
Listen,
it's a
I'm not-
very
not-
common. It's a very
not quite
common
80.
accent. I don't know why you can't understand it. I mean, I get it coming from that garbled mouth of Donny O'Donnell. Donny O'Donnell, he's a criminal. Last time I saw him, mere months before I joined the temple, they were dragging him off in a poke wagon, which is what they call paddy wagons in this world. I've just decided.
I lean over to Wendy. Is he upset or happy?
I'm pretty sure he's upset, but
Ah,
yeah.
I
Speaking
just
of
got the
accents, I would
upper-
like to applaud our DM's ability to duplicate that incomprehensible accent that you've created.
You're
I
trying to
said
say.
something that's
I have no
professional.
idea what
First
either
of all,
you
that's
said.
it's gonna vary on how
That's what it
much
does. It's a hard
know,
accent.
That's a
I
part of the
understand.
duplication.
how much Willy do I wanna
Mixed with the Mountain King from
Yeah,
Warcraft
now,
3.
Yeah.
good for the
Oh,
show.
beer, blood, booze, and thunder.
Yes, we're gonna have to come back to whatever just happened, but I think we're
I think
due
it's
on the
time to
pitch.
fight.
I want to
Yeah.
see the subtitles on YouTube now.
But thank you
Calm
for thank you for letting me know that Donnie was a criminal, because I just wanted to have a big doofy guy that you didn't like. So thank you for giving him a backstory. I just wanted to come up with a dumb name, and Donnie O'Donnell was good. So thank you, I appreciate that. Now I can really
Someone
make
like
this guy.
that can be a Pokemon trainer.
I can make this guy a real person now, which is fantastic. But anyways, so you all make your way up onto the pitch, onto your side of the field, and Professor Oak is in the middle, and he's going to say,
Good morning, Professor.
"Oh, hello there, Goofiest. Do you have any more pocket popcorn for me?"
Winston ate it all.
It was
Winston.
delicious.
Well then, I guess I'll have to go to concessions and get my own. I am wearing a lab coat after all. I've got plenty of pocket space. But enough about my favorite team. Team 1, are you ready? Yeah, we're ready, Doctor. It's Professor. And Team 2, are you ready?
We shall charge at dawn, Professor!
Well, it's not going to be dawn. It's right now. Also, she lives in Sinnoh. Roll for initiative.
I appreciate you picking up me joke there.
Of course. All right, let me... I got to toss out their Pokemon.
Initiative.
Monsters.
Oh, I was a 7.
9.
I need to find my initiative.
11!
I f-
All right, hold on.
It's underneath your proficiency bonus.
7,
I guess
15?
you should have been above table for that.
11. Wait.
15.
Who had 9?
I did.
Zach,
No, you had,
you had 7.
I had 7.
7?
yes.
Yeah, 7.
7 sounds good.
That's from Test Track.
15?
15.
Woo.
What do you got, CJ?
Oh, Lucas.
I'm at the top.
22?
22.
Damn,
Where I should
dude.
be.
All right,
It's
all
also
right.
worth noting that I do have a feature called Initiative Swap. We won't use it this time, but should we be in a situation where somebody would like to swap initiative with me, we can do that.
Excellent.
Cool.
As the healer, I think it's best I have a low initiative.
Well, before we go
Agreed.
further,
Duh.
I'm the Devin Decker here.
Oh,
Hey,
hey,
Deal
Devin.
with
The question I have is, so we know that they have an
How'd you get
Elekid on
here?
their team.
Yeah.
Is anyone else able to see anything else on the team? Where
Well,
maybe we'd want one of
I
our
see him
mons to
appearing
go
right
I'm
now.
seeing a Grimer, a Tentacool, a Ponyta, and a Vulpix appearing.
Bum, bum, ba-da-dum, bum. Yeah, so Team 1's going to go ahead and throw out their boys.
Oh, Sean, are you looking to share the battle map on the stream?
Yeah, they're...
It's
Huzzah!
not-
I can also reference my character sheet, but you can answer it quicker. Is Tentacool water or poison?
I mean, it's water and poison. We're not dealing with weaknesses right now, just for the ease of testing.
Fair enough.
When we do it later, there will be weaknesses. I'm gonna do it like the TCG, but at least for these first couple of sessions, when we're doing this like kind of thing, I'm not fussing with that. All right, so I'm gonna name them all things.
CJ, while he's naming all of them things, I can't help but notice that your horsey has the asterisk denoting that you gave it a nickname, and yet its
Mhm.
nickname is Horsey.
That's correct.
Okay, just wanted to confirm.
We went over this in session 1, where
Um,
Lucas has no idea what's going on.
He has no
I
zero.
understand that you got no idea. what's
Professor
going
Oak
on.
said, "This is Horsey," and Lucas went, "Oh, is that its name? Oh, okay. That I guess that's its name.
I just
So
was
that's its
curious.
name."
Yes, he named it Horsey.
Love it.
Professor
It's
Oak
fantastic.
named it Horsey.
A lot has gone on. Custom roll from the Dungeon Master.
Oh, I gotta roll initiatives for these guys.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
He would
those are
would
separate.
name it Donnie too.
You should probably hide your rules, though, Sean.
Yeah, hide your rolls. I will actually. I will going
Know
forward.
Your roll.
And shut your mouth.
Do you smell what the spunky's cooking?
Ba, 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 ba.
I'm
Yeah, I
wondering if
gotta-
should, use my real dice.
I gotta do this.
Where are my real dice? I had a bag of them over here. I don't know where I put them.
My bag of dice is upstairs.
Weird. It's a good thing.
Oh, they're way
Right.
over there. I don't feel
I
like
will
it.
share my favorite die. This is so cool. It's a metal die.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
that's pretty
That
cool.
is 3D
As well, they are
printed.
cool.
I actually really don't like that. It makes me uncomfortable.
I can't.
Yeah. What's
Are
that
the
called?
numbers like numbers or the Roman numerals?
No, they're numbers. They're inset inside of it. It's kind of
Oh,
hard
that
to
is cool.
read.
I
That's
like it.
cool.
That's pretty
Focus.
cool.
Mine. I mean,
That's pretty cool.
mine won't show up, but this was the Kickstarter thing a while ago. They're called Elixir dice. So
Oh,
there's
the liquid cores. I got those.
Yeah,
It
so they
does
got-
Oh,
go.
those
I
are
forget.
cool.
so they got
I gotta
sparkly
grab my-
I have a
liquid
dirty fingernail.
icky in there, and they're cool. They're cool.
I have a question. Are our hit points restored from the?
Yes, yeah.
tutorial
And
battle?
everybody's back to full. Professor Oak, rested you at his computer. You guys are all good. All right, so we got that, and we are going to start things off with CJ. You're up first.
All right. So the last battle maybe didn't go quite as well as I might have hoped.
No, not really.
Now, I don't know if we've clarified the
Anthony.
like first strike type of rules. Like, do I get advantage if I attack someone before their first round, like in Baldur's Gate, and therefore I can get sneak attack, or am I just like
It'd be normal sneak attack rules because you're not an
assassin?
You're not an assassin, and they're not surprised.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Okay, so there's no sneak attack this round for me
Correct.
going first,
Yeah.
unless I use my
unless you defer to let somebody else go first. Yeah.
steady aim.
Yeah.
You can steady aim.
Drop
You're
it
right.
back into the order though, can't you?
No. You can, but yeah, you do have steady aim, so yeah, you can.
Yeah, I have steady aim, so I could. But I think because we did so poorly attempting to get sneak attack damage last time, I'm gonna go something a little bit different.
Okay.
I'm gonna try the next simplest, but a little bit more advanced. We're gonna start to flank around a little bit. I am going to try to. Let's see. I'll just scoot by TS here. 4, 5, 6-ish. You tell me if I'm taking too many.
No, you're good.
Reduce
You've
the
only.
distance.
You've moved 20. You've moved about 20, 25. So you're good.
I don't want to go too far. I still want to. I want to get closer, but I don't want to get too close.
Yeah.
Not yet. And then I want to know if that should pretty easily be within 60 feet, right?
Yeah, you're 40 feet away from you're 40 feet away from the Vulpix. You can hit everybody from where Horsey is right now.
Okay. Do I get any? We're not doing weaknesses. You said. I don't know.
No, at least for these first couple of sessions, we're not going to do weaknesses because we're just kind of testing out the general idea of the rules.
Okay.
But there will be weaknesses, just not currently. But I mean, I guess I could just do him. Yeah, screw it. Yeah, there's weaknesses. I'll just tell you. Use Pokemon logic. Water good, water good.
I have none of that.
Well, there are a couple of Pokemon over there.
Water puts out fire.
Type, and you are a water type. What does water do to fire?
Is Karama a fire type?
Yes. Yeah.
Orange.
Vulpix is a fire Pokemon.
So,
Lucas is over here with this Pokedex.
The Pokedex
that he got with his Patreon subscription.
Vulpix, the fox Pokemon. This thing has fiery abilities. It has 6 tails. It looks a lot like
a fox.
A fox. A kitsune.
Kitsune.
So it's
Okay.
probably fire, ghost, or fairy. Take your guess.
So I'm going to shoot a ray of frost
All right.
What?
at it.
We just said use water.
So
Let him.
for
It's all cold.
yeah,
That's how
it's
it's
all cold. So
D&Dized.
in D&D,
Okay.
Ray of Frost would technically be a cold thing, and cold is vulnerable to fire is vulnerable to cold because there is no water damage. So yes, it would be super effective against Vulpix, even though technically it's an ice move.
So then what? Cold stuff is vulnerable to electric stuff?
Yes.
It's blowing my mind.
Use
Okay.
I'm
Oh, just-
already bad at Pokemon typing. Type matchups. Like throw D&D logic in there.
I mean, that's why I hadn't. That's why I was like, I'll make it fit better later. But screw it, we're having fun. I'll tell you if it works, and it works.
Does a 17 hit?
You know it does. These Pokemon got
Yeah.
bad AC. Yep. So 17 hits.
All right.
So go ahead and roll your D. Was it a D8?
It's 1d8.
All right. Cool.
Yes. My 1d8, I rolled a 2.
You rolled it.
So it takes 2 cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
So you notice that when you hit this, you, a not seasoned Pokemon observer, you order your Horsey to use Ray of Frost, and from its little nose spout, a beam of concentrated cold water erupts from it, hitting the Vulpix. And as a result, it does, even though you only rolled a 2, it does look like it affected it quite a bit more than what you would expect, even though you barely grazed this thing. So that is that.
Okay. So I do have a bonus action still, and I don't know if it's possible
Mm-hmm.
because there's nothing really to hide behind, but I was wondering if Horsey could like hide behind me.
I mean,
or
I'm not
if
gonna
there's
give
no
you
hiding.
Sure, why not?
I mean,
I-
I've got a cunning action. I can either dash,
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
seems
or
no
hide.
surprise that
I think I'm not gonna give you the rules of cover because we're trying to, in this version of
Yeah,
the game,
no cover.
we're trying to avoid the trainers being damaged on purpose. But when we enter our real fantasy world, if your horsey hides behind Lucas, Lucas is gonna get his butt whipped. Anyways, all right, cool.
It's more of like making them not know where Horsey is.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So yes, you are potentially obscured. So we'll figure that out if people need to perceive you and if they walk by. But that being said, Dale. Sorry.
Oh God.
Sure.
It's whatever.
Wendy,
you know what?
go.
Hey everybody, I'm Dale.
Wendy,
My
go.
sister.
I'm Dale, Shark, and Wendy. There we go. Okay, so
Simpsons.
so let me ask you a question, because I'm still a little confused about like our spells
Mm-hmm.
through the Pokemon or onto the Pokemon.
Yeah.
So if I were to use elementalism and
Okay.
I wanted to beckon water,
Okay.
what would like, and I'm gonna like, let's say I'm gonna attack the Ponyta.
Yeah.
Because we gotta spread out the damage. So I would want to use it to attack Sparkles.
Yeah.
How would that work? How would that work?
Sure. Well, let me look up elementalism because that's a new spell and I forgot how it works. So hold on. Let's look at that right now. We're learning together, everybody.
That's
We're
the best way to learn. Teamwork
learning
makes the
together.
dream work.
I also don't know if I kind of messed up.
So
my spells,
beckon.
but-
So beckon elements doesn't necessarily do damage. You're creating an effect from
So,
basically,
like, would it be like causing? Would it be like doing the rainy terrain or something?
yeah. So you
Okay.
could make
that'd be
Vulpix or Spark.
helpful to know.
It'd be like setting up Rain Dance basically in that 5
Right,
foot
right,
in
right,
that
right.
5 foot space. So it would weaken
Okay.
firepower if they were to stay in it. Then that would set up some sort, or if you did it on yourself, then yeah, you'd be resistant to fire because you'd be wet.
Mhm.
With that being said, Eevee's Sorceress Burst, you can, when you use it, you just declare
I
an
would
element. So just say you want to
cold,
use
yeah.
cold, and then you're good.
Yeah, that was my other option, but like, I just didn't want to keep using Sorcerer's Burst. But I in this situation, I think I am going to use.
But that's
just
also the
Sorcerer's
point of your
Burst and
cantrips.
dupe.
For you, cantrips
Yeah, 'cause you just
are
keep doing it.
Cantrips are your sword. They are your basic
Right.
attack.
Right. Okay. Yeah. But that's good to know that like I basically could set up like Rain Dance or like Sunny Day and
Yeah,
stuff
I mean,
with elementalism.
And if we want to play it by Baldur's Gate rules, like if something's wet, then it's vulnerable to electricity, things like that. If you're
Mhm.
wet, you're resistant to fire. Like, we can kind of figure that kind of stuff out.
Alright.
All
Alright. Well, for this purpose, I am going to use Sorcerer's Burst and I will use Cold
Okay.
on Sparkles.
On Sparkles? All right, go for it.
Yeah. Alright. Hold on 1 second. I have to do a D8, right?
Well, you have to roll a d20 and see if you hit me first.
A D20. Okay.
So it would be a oh gosh. So look at Eevee. So it would be a d20 plus 1.
Right.
Sorry, yeah, d20 plus 1.
Alright, so 11.
11, and 11 does not hit. So you go ahead and you're gonna unleash a little puff of cold, and it just kind of like just barely misses. So able to bob and weave out of the way there. And that being said, Noodle's up the tentacle, and what we're gonna have this little noodle do is, all right. So let's go ahead and see this ruler. How far away? All right, Bernie smolders. So we're gonna move our noodle up here. And then let's see what spells I gave Tentacool, because obviously I don't remember them all off the top of my head. And I am going to have it go for a frostbite. So Zach, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. And you need to
Doing
roll.
it for Bernie?
Yeah, you're doing it for Bernie. So you're just gonna roll. Wait, what?
It says Constitution 10 plus 0.
Okay,
so
then yep.
straight up.
Yeah, just a straight up D20.
It's a 12.
A 12. So that is it. That's actually what you get hit. So you're gonna take 1d6 cold damage. So let me hide this. 1d6
Hang on, did you say that is the spell save DC?
I think that's Tentacool. So it'd be 8 plus 2 is 10. Plus its wisdom is 15, so another 2, so that's 12.
Yeah, meets it, beats it is the rule I always knew. So if he rolled a 12, that meets it, so it beats it, so he saves.
I goes to the roller.
Oh yeah, because I'm not attacking. He's defending.
Correct.
Yeah, okay, then
Yes.
just kidding. You don't take any damage. Thank you, CJ. Thank you for keeping me honest.
Oh, it was a
That's
cantrip,
why
so it does
CJ's
nothing.
here.
Yeah, so it doesn't do anything. So nothing happens.
What's that?
If it meets, it beats.
But
But I'm
But it
always the
scares
one.
you.
I'm always it's gonna go. Yeah, it goes ahead and it tries to summon some water from underneath you, but there's just a couple of bubbles and then it just dissipates. So he wasn't able to perform properly in that moment.
You got soda
Bernie
stream
yawns in
noodle.
response.
Wow. And Devin, it is Thundershade and Anchor's turn.
Well, I'm not very happy that noodle tried to attack Bernie Smolders. So I'd like to get as close as I have to get in order to use lightning arrow on it.
I mean, you could technically use it from here, but if you want to close the gap a little bit, you can move basically up until the white part of the Pokeball.
Nah, I'll stay here if I can use it from here.
Oh, wait.
Being closer do more damage.
Lightning arrow, isn't that your special?
no.
Yeah, so you can't use that. That's like
Oh,
if
okay.
your signatures you can use if you have inspiration. That's like a one shot
Gotcha.
deal.
All right. Sorry.
It's okay.
Then I'll use magic missile.
That you can use, and you're in range.
Yeah.
So that can't miss. So you just roll 3d4. So 3d4 plus 3.
You could target different.
You can also target different people. Yes.
Yeah, I want that noodle out of the way. It hurt you. It
Okay.
tried to hurt you. Just because it wound up soda streaming itself.
That was Zach telling Devin you can use magic missile to target 3 at once.
I
Okay.
know.
So all right. So 7 then plus 3. So the Tentacool
That's what
takes.
it gets.
That's a pretty good one. That Tentacool is going to take 10 points of force damage. So it is looking a little worse for wear already. So
That's what it gets for having the highest initiative of the bad guys.
Yeah.
hideous.
Yeah,
That's the other
100%.
thing.
But that being said, we are going to go ahead and hold on. We got sorry guys. All right, there we go. All right. Perfect. So now it's going to be the Grimer's turn. It's Spunky the Grimer's turn. And he is going to go ahead and he is going to just dash. And he is going to dash just all the way up into Bernie's face. And then he is going to just end his turn there. Because dashing,
Pokemon,
nothing else
mate,
I can do
is
there.
A very dangerous state.
Blah, blah. He
Not
gets
a
up there and
road
just kind of starts
Pokemon.
going blah. Because he's a Grimer. That's what he does.
Gross.
He makes some faces at you. He does some things.
Why are you sending them all at me?
To be fair, you were the closest to him. And now it is going to be Donnie 2's turn. And Donnie 2 is going to plant himself right at the center
Pokemon after himself.
of the Pokeball. He's not very.
You do not
I said
understand
he
the
would.
deviousness
He would.
of Donnie O'Donnell.
Oh, I believe it. I just think it's funny.
Little Donnie, make sure you kick their asses. Use your own magic missile. Take down the anchor. And he's going to go for a magic missile on you.
Oh no, that doesn't miss.
And you're gonna take yourself 9 damage, 9 points of force damage.
Dang it.
Because he rolled 3 2s. Right up the middle.
Wouldn't that be 6?
Plus 1 for each.
Plus
Plus
one
1
for
force
each
damage for
one,
each
yeah.
each missile.
Oh, all right. Right. Gotcha.
And that being said, it's going to be Kurama's turn. So now it's Kurama's turn. He is going to move just a bit. Also, just behind Donnie here. And the Vulpix is going to use, I think, just my cantrip would be good. Yeah, that'd be a dick move for me to do this early. So we're not going to do that. I'm
Why
just
not? Bring it on.
No, be that
Don't
guy.
tempt the
Be that
DM.
guy.
I don't want to. I don't want to kill you guys.
I mean, it's double elimination though.
Yeah, do we heal after every fight? Like, how does that work? Do we get like our moves back?
Yeah. You'll heal after every fight, so you'll be good on that front. No, I'm just gonna go for a firebolt, but I am gonna go for a firebolt on I'm gonna go for a firebolt on the drowsy, just because it's my clearest situation there. So we're gonna go ahead and roll a d20.
It's also the biggest.
A.
Gargantuan.
Gargantuan.
Okay, so that does not hit because I rolled a 9. So
Oh yeah.
So it goes ahead and it launches an ember from its mouth, spits out the little ember, and it fizzles out before it even gets to the drowsy. It's a whole bunch of nothing right there. But that does mean that Ponyta's up next because all my people rolled effectively the same darn thing. Who's going to come right up to the middle of the pitch as well. And what class did I make that Ponyta? Okay, cool. And the Ponyta is going to go for a... How doth that work? Hold on, I'm looking up a spell really quick, guys. Give me 2 seconds.
This is the song we sing when Sean is looking up a spell. It's
All right.
not too long, but it goes real well. With Sean pausing the game to look
Great.
up a spell.
So I'm going to use Sparkles is going to use Zephyr Strike, so that's going to allow me to get an extra 30 feet of movement to get right up to the drowsy. And then I'm going to go for a tackle on the drowsy. And if I hit, I do an additional 1d8 damage. So we are just going to roll for our hit really quick. And we get a 17 to your AC, which I assume hits.
I have 12 AC.
Yeah. All right, cool. So we're going to go ahead and get... So roll... So you're going to take 16 damage. So it's going to be 8 bludgeoning damage plus 2. So 10 bludgeoning damage and 6 force damage. So
I got plenty of HP left. I'm tanky.
all right, cool. So you take 16 points of damage to your drowsy. And that's all my movement. So that I'm good there. But that does mean now it is going to be Zachary's turn. Goofius, you're up.
All right. Do I want to heal or attack?
The only hit point that matters in Dungeons and Dragons is the last one, Zach.
That's true.
I mean, literally.
I
Like,
want
literally.
that on
Bro.
a shirt.
All right. So
I want that on a shirt.
is this ruler accurate? So
Yeah.
okay. So that's 15 feet.
Is
There's
this
a
ruler
ruler?
accurate?
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a
you
ruler.
hit ruler, and then
But
it will
keep
show.
in mind, if you try to move away from Spunky, he is going to get an attack of opportunity against you.
That's not what I was asking for.
Okay. I was making
All right.
sure.
All right. What do I want to do?
And it doesn't matter. We'll see what you do first before I say that. Oh no, my pen.
I got a question, Sean. So
Yeah.
when Ponyta did tackle on me, I don't get like a counterattack or whatever it's called, like a reaction move.
No, so I don't. So unless your class, so like unless you had some kind of reaction thing from being a bard, I don't think Drowsy inherently has any reactions.
Cool.
Right-
That's
right
what I
now.
figured. I just want to double check.
Yeah.
What is necrotic damage in relation to this?
So necrotic is would either be dark or ghost. Would be the easiest way to explain that. So it'd be
Someone who
super
knows
effective.
Pokemon better than me is poison.
Poison is weak against ground.
Poison is weak
and-
against ground and psychic.
Psychic, yeah.
All right. Because I have inflict wounds. Which
Yeah,
is a
I mean
creature
that would still hit him. and
Yeah, I
do-
know it hit him. I
It
didn't
just
know
wouldn't
it
have a
rolled.
power advantage.
Yeah, I mean inflict wounds just does a lot of damage.
All right. So I might have to do that. It does 2d10. So
Go for it. Inflict
All
some
right.
wounds on that.
we shall
puddle.
inflict some wounds. I guess he bites him or something. I don't know. He doesn't like that Grimer's up in his face. So
Yeah.
He shouldn't.
But I assume I have to roll a d20 first.
Yes, sir. Go ahead and roll for hit. It's a spell attack, so it would be a d20 plus 2 for Houndour.
That is a 19 plus 2.
Well,
so
that's
21.
that 21 certainly hits. So go ahead and roll your 2d10
Let's do it. I got 2d10.
on Grimy.
I think I got 2d10. That's a d8.
Actually, it's plus 4 because your proficiency bonus, but that's besides the point. You hit me either way.
That's
He's
7
getting-
and a 10.
17. Damn,
Yep.
dog. You just lay into this Grimer. So you're gonna go for a bite. So the way that you're explaining this is it's a bite, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you just, as he's going, you actually catch the Grimer's tongue a little bit, and Bernie.
Oh, gross.
It's like Dancing with the Stars last week. Their tongues touched. One of them
Ooh.
is married.
Oh
That
my
happens.
goodness. Scandal. But the Grimer reels back in pain. And he's jiggling. He's jiggling. He's wiggling. He takes an insane amount of damage. This Grimer is not looking good at all. He's in a real rough spot. And with that, it's Josh's turn. What does Winnie want to do?
Ooh. If I move, then Sparkles will have be able to attack me. Correct.
Correct, yeah.
We need a church. Do it.
All right. So I'm going to stay where I am, and I'm actually gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
I'm gonna do it on Spunky. Let's take this dude down.
All right, go for it. So if you do hit, is Vicious Mockery coming from you or from Drowsy? I can't remember.
It's from Drowsy. Yeah, it's
Okay.
my cantrip.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so your spell save DC will be 12. So what is it? Is it a Wisdom save?
Oh, let me bail it up. Yes, correct. It is.
All right, and let me look at Grimer. What is your Wisdom? I can't imagine it's good.
It
Oh, wait,
can't
no.
be very smart.
Oh, actually, no, because it's special defense is Wisdom for me, so that is all right. So it's a +1. I rolled a
rolled a
6,
save.
so I certainly do not save. And since it is psychic damage, I'm going to take double damage. So roll your D4, and I'll take twice from it.
No, it's a D6 for Vicious Mockery.
It's a D6 now. Oh, they upgraded it.
Oh yeah, baby.
Wow.
That's a heck of a cantrip.
So
Hey.
does Drowsy just say
Oh, look at that.
drowsy in a mocking tone?
I got a 6.
Okay,
Pulls out a microphone to
So
do it.
the how do you want to explain how you dispatch this Grimer?
So is the Vicious Mockery going to come from Drowsy and laying insults or Winston laying insults? I guess Drowsy, right? Because
It'd
he
be
used
Drowsy. Yeah.
Just say drowsy over and over.
All right.
again.
So he
We-
just shakes his fist
Drowsy.
at Spunky and goes, Drowsy, 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 drowsy.
And none of
He's
you and none of the audience have any idea what was just said.
It was
that-
vicious.
But that Grimer just like reels back and just like goos out and kind of like puddles onto the floor before his trainer recalls him. So the Grimer has.
Definitely can speak to animals. I know. You don't want to know.
Yes.
I feel like Bernie knows and his ears go back like a puppy that's scared.
So Spunky has been eliminated.
Womp, 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 womp.
Boom. All right, cool beans. And now we're back at the top of the order again. CJ, you're up. What does your horsey want to do?
All right. I think this time, since we've got someone who's actually close by, the horsey's going to sneak his way up next to Sparkles here. And he's going to
Mr.
try,
Sparkle.
we're going to say, third time's a charm. And this time, we're going to hit him.
This time.
Should I be rolling like in the?
Oh, which are, if
game?
however you
I've
want
been
to roll.
using. Yeah, because I set up that character sheet,
Yeah.
roster sheet with all the rollables. It's just it doesn't show up in our game, which
Yeah. Which
is
is
unfortunate.
this is
but-
still I think the alpha of this, so it's fine.
Ooh, you got to trust me. It rolled a 19.
A
Plus
19.
4 is 23.
Hey, all right. So
total.
that certainly hits Sparkles.
Okay.
Let's roll that sneak attack.
And I get sneak attack damage.
Mm-hmm.
Very close to a crit. Crit sneak attack would be awesome. And you know what? This doesn't have any modifier, so I can just do I can do all of this here. It's 1d8 plus 2d6 for
Oh,
the sneak attack. So
So-
11.
All right, cool. So this Ponyta, so you're gonna go ahead and I don't know, tail whip it or whatever. So and
it doesn't
Ponyta,
have damage. It just lowers its defense.
yeah.
I'm
So
sorry, I'm being.
So
not only
Not
do I
Pokemon
hit
moves.
it, I also bonus action
yeah,
disengage
okay.
and then keep a little ways back.
Get a little. So yeah, so you go ahead and when you tail whip the Ponyta, you kind of rip one of its legs out from under it, so it it loses its balance, bonks its head a little bit before it recovers, and it takes a considerable amount of damage. This Ponyta is not looking super great right now. And now that means it is Nova and Wendy's turn.
Okie dokie. So I'm gonna use magic missile.
Okay.
And I'm going to. So I can hit up to 3 targets, but if I were to hit send 2 of my arrows at one target,
Mhm.
it would just get missiles, arrows,
Yeah.
stars.
Magic missile.
Yeah, I know. It would get the double damage, right? Basically.
Well, so
'Cause it's
the way it
3,
works is you're just gonna
yeah.
roll 3 d4s, and you tell
Okay.
me what each of those d4s is hitting.
Sweet. Okay.
Well, it's 3 d4s plus 1 on each of them. So just
Okay.
what 1, 2, or 3 targets do you want to hit with those things? You just tell me.
All right. So the first one is gonna be 4
Mhm.
to Sparkles.
Okay.
Probably not gonna do anything.
Might kill it. It's not doing well.
Yeah. Oh no. Sorry, everyone.
I guess this is a call for the DM. Usually you have to say where they're all
Could
going to
be.
go before you learn the result of
Yes,
the
that
hit.
makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
That
So
makes sense too.
you want to send 1 to Sparkles. You want to send 1 where else? Who do you want
One
to
to
hit?
Sparkles. I want to hit Sparkles.
Yeah.
Donnie 2 twice. Donnie 2 twice.
Okay. All right, that's fine. All right.
Yeah.
So roll
That's
the
a
this-
good nickname.
So
Donnie 2 twice.
twice.
Donnie
so
2
the second
twice.
one-
Two twice up in here.
I'm gonna
So
get
the
the
second
papers. Get
one
the
is a
papers.
2.
What up? What up? Twitch chat is done it 2 twice.
The second roll is a 2.
Okay.
And then the
a 5?
last one is a 5. Yeah.
All right. So all right, great. So you're gonna, Evie's gonna turn around. Like I was saying, magic missile is in our world. It looks like Swift. So you shoot out these 3, semi-transparent magical stars. One of them is going to smash into the Ponyta, doing a noticeable amount of damage to it. It's starting to look a little concerned. Donnie 2 does tank those 2 hits like a champ, and it kind of gives itself a little fist bump and then points at Nova because it knows it's coming for you.
It's made a powerful enemy.
We'll see about that, lassie. You and your little green Eevee are going down. Why is your Eevee green anyways? They're supposed to be brown.
How dare you?
There's
You shot Pokemon before? I feel bad for you.
what the hell's a shiny? And also, why is your dog weird looking?
He's just feeling blue.
Crickets.
All right, cool. So
I didn't realize you were talking to me. I'm sorry.
this weird looking dog over here. Anyways, it's going to be the Tentacruel's turn, and it's going to go for It's
Is it a tentacruel or a tentacool?
It's a
Tentacool.
tentacool.
Tentacool. All right, so I'm gonna go for Melf's acid arrow. Might as well just pull out one of these things. I gotta try to knock out one of you guys. I don't want to just like completely get my ass whipped. So I'm gonna go ahead for a Melf's acid arrow on Drowsy. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll for that.
Winston, I'm sorry that they're targeting you.
You know what? It's
What
not.
did
I
they
get
do?
it. I'm an easy target. Look at me. I'm old. I'm ugly.
Why would you
I
talk about your drowsy
imagine-
like that?
So that's
My
good.
Pokemon's
Yeah, right.
ugly.
So that's a dirty 20. So it's a 6. So that does indeed hit. It's not a crit though. Don't worry. And then we're gonna do 4d4 acid damage. So that's gonna be 15 acid damage.
Yikes.
So
Still kicking, baby. Still kicking.
all right, cool. So how's Drowsy doing though? If you don't mind my
You
asking.
rolled 15.
Drowsy's getting a little drowsy. Let's say that much.
Okay.
Drowsy's getting a little drowsy.
All right. So the tentacle does a
I'm down to
Fine,
7.
Crocus.
I'm down to 7 hit points left.
Jeepers Christmas crackers. How many HP does Drowsy have?
Third-
Christmas
38,
crackers.
bro. So I have a question about bonus HP, right? So
Uh-huh.
theoretically, if I were to gain bonus HP, if
Mhm.
you do damage that exceeds the bonus HP, it then eats into my actual HP.
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah. It's like an
Cool.
overshield.
Cool.
All right. Cool. So it is Anchor's turn. What do you want to do?
Ooh, I'm not sure. You know what? I'm a little sick of Donny too. Can I get up there, use my cantrip? A little bit of shocking grasp.
Yeah, you can get up there and try to go plug to plug with this guy.
Let's go. Suicide cord, Donald. A 20, right?
You're gonna roll yourself a d20, and you're going to add.
18.
That certainly hits. You
Yes.
you son of a. Can't I think of. You son of a.
Munching unicorn.
You son of an applin. You're gonna go ahead. What did you roll for your damage? It's a d8, I think.
I believe it
I'm not
is.
doing the resistances though, so it still does the d8 damage.
Oh,
One.
Just a one.
You go ahead and give him a handshake. You guys do like the cool guy, cool Viking man grips to each other, and you try to do a zap, but he just gives you a little wink and then winces a little bit because it does hurt a tiny bit, just not as much as you wished.
Yeah, you can't make opportunity attacks either.
It's true, no opportunity attacks, and if you wanted to, you could run away like a little scared girl.
I don't run from nothing, O'Donnell.
What?
Certainly not an O'Donnell.
When it's Donny 2 and Donny O'Donnell's turn next, and you're not, he's gonna do the same frickin' thing.
Oh, I know. I understand the customs of our region north of Gala.
And the reason, the place north of Gala, we haven't come up with a name yet, but it's certainly a place.
Was there, and there were no Pokemon for a time until the temple came.
And that's why I
Gross.
don't know what shinies are. Why you got a green Eevee and a blue Fire Dog? What's up with you people? You
Now,
spray.
I've gone through the academy, though, Donny. You make us from the northern region of Gala above hand look like foes.
I
Did you
didn't.
not study?
I didn't
Did
go
you
to
not
this.
subscribe to the Patreon?
I
for
thought
the
if I went to
Pokédex?
shiny class, they'd make me make something with glitter on it, and I can't afford to get the glitter in my beard. It takes too much time to wash it
Right,
all
I
out.
understand. Plus, your family and the notorious glitter allergy.
Ugh, we are notoriously allergic to glitter. It's a horrible case. My uncle.
I see a chick in your watch, Goofy. Is that a
Panris.
Black 24 Celsius you're
So
drinking?
I rolled
Now
a.
you're included.
I rolled a 17, so we know that the 17 is going to hit you, and then you're going to take 6 damage because when I go to give you my cool Viking handshake, it actually connects and makes a little bit of an impact.
It makes sense too. You are me elder. I should respect you, but I'll never respect you, Donny O'Donnell. Never.
The audience is flabbergasted.
The
There's-
other people playing are flabbergasted.
Yeah,
Are
there's
you
just
not
these-
looking around?
But I know,
I
but
like
there,
blacked out for
but
a
like
minute.
there are thousands
You
of
white it
people
out.
here.
Let's keep it Pokemon
I,
appropriate.
I whited out there. Yeah.
There are thousands of people in this
Scurry back
stadium,
to the Poke Center.
and they're just like they're these two burly men just screaming at each other.
O'Donnell lore goes deep.
Anywho, the Vulpix is up next. So Kurama is Kurama recognizes that this is Donnie 2's fight. So even though it's definitely not in his best interest, he's gonna go for a firebolt on the horsey, because it's right there. It's just screaming its name, and it wants to get its revenge. And I rolled
That's the way, Lucas.
a 7.
No fear.
So,
no fear, I'm
yet
taking
again,
you.
this
Miss.
Kurama misses. So that is what that is. But it does bring it back up to Sparkles.
Oh, no.
And Sparkles, ladies and gentlemen, is just going to go for a tackle on Drowsy. So going to go ahead, and we rolled a 15. All right, here we go. And it's 7 damage.
Oh no!
He shall be avenged, Drowsy.
So Drowsy goes down. I'm not doing saves for the opponents, just because then we'll be here forever. But you are downed now. So obviously you can be healed, or you personally, Winston Churchill, could just use your action to help up, and you'll come up with 1 HP, similar to how it works in Baldur's Gate. Or Zach could use a bonus action for healing words, something like that, to pick him back up. But yeah, Drowsy is down. And with Drowsy being down, Sparkles is going to move into position in front of Bernie.
Does Sparkles pass within striking distance of Nova?
I don't know. Hold on, let's see here. Probably, actually.
I'm just saying, maybe.
Yeah, 100% does. So
Nova could take an attack of opportunity.
So I'm gonna try to move.
How does that work?
You just
Say, I take an attack of opportunity. Go.
I take do that.
So just
You
attack me.
say it.
So just
Yeah, I take attack of opportunity.
so
the only thing to make note of is this uses your reaction for the round.
yeah, but I don't think you have any other reactions.
Don't really
There
have-
aren't very many other uses for a reaction other than an attack of opportunity, but you are a caster, so in the future you may want to take note that counterspell is also a reaction. That's super valuable. But I don't think you have
Yeah.
counterspell right now, so
No,
attack
it's-
of
Don't.
opportunity is pretty good.
Yeah. So you just
I'll
roll.
do that.
You roll a d20 and you add 3 to it.
Okie dokie.
A natural
Okay,
20.
Mom.
Oh, crit on the attack of opportunity. Yeah.
All right. So roll 2d8. 2d8 plus 2. Because I put 13s in all the EV stuff, so she has a +1 and everything.
Yes, she does. So you said 2d8 plus 2?
2d8 plus 2. And Ponyta's not looking so hot, so this is an opportunity to take it down.
Yes.
So it's gonna be 11.
Yep. So as Sparkles majestically galloping towards Bernie Smolders, intercepted by Nova. And how do you want to describe taking down this horse?
Oh, so Nova, taking note of the basically the tail swipe that Horsey did earlier of Sparkle's leg. Nova just she sweeps that leg and she takes that Horsey
Sweep the leg.
Sweep the
down.
leg.
She sweeps that leg. Horsey
a
goes
problem with that,
tumbling
Sean?
over.
I don't have a problem with
Ponyta,
that.
not Horsey, Ponyta.
I mean Ponyta. Sorry, thank you. Sorry.
Horsey don't
Ponyta
have
Sparkles.
legs.
I should just use Sparkles. Sparkles. Whatever.
Sparkles.
Is just down, rolling.
Yeah.
It's the cartoon roll.
Sparkles,
And
it
it just-
tried to snub
Sparkles
you.
goes down.
And the child who is probably the 7-year-old that somehow made it through the academy falls to his knees. No, Sparkles, return.
The whole point of this was not to have kids. What are you doing here?
All
I
I,
mean-
wanted to know
We're
was who
all
Sparkle's
adults.
trainer was,
Well,
and I am not disappointed.
He passed all the exams. He's allowed to be
He
here.
was Doogie, trainer MD.
He's a genius.
He is a genius.
He types on a blue computer screen after every battle.
Dun,
He's
dun,
gonna be
dun,
typing a lot after this one.
Wendy, how could you do that to a child?
I'll apologize after. All right.
There's no apologizing in Pokemon battles.
I mean, that's what the money's for.
It'll make him
That is what-
stronger.
yeah.
Oh, wait,
He
no.
has to pay her, right?
Yeah, he has to pay her. So that's the apology. Sorry,
It'll make him stronger. It'll be fine.
it'll
know.
build character.
Yeah.
Game.
We all gotta
2D
go through
trainer
that.
MD.
Alright, so Sparkles is dead.
Sparkles is down, and that does mean that it is now Bernie's turn.
Sparkles is not dead.
Sparkles
So
is
I
not dead.
imagine-
Sparkles has returned safely to its
Sparkles
Pokeball.
is not dead.
Four of
Sparkles
Sparkles.
went back to their home
legs
planet.
broken.
Sparkle's not dead.
So
Sparkle's not
Bernie had
dead.
a flaming
You know
horse
what
charging
happens
at
to a
him.
horse with a broken leg.
They turn it into glue.
Where it gets to live forever.
Right.
After
In a child's
Sparkles
digestive tract.
buried into the ground in front of Bernie. You said I could bring Drowsy back?
Yeah, so you could use like healing word. So the way that healing word would work, because Bernie isn't and this is only working because you are an artificer, so your stuff is flavored as items. So even though
Flavor.
a Houndour should not be allowed to use healing magic, you're an artificer, so you can use a healing spell. So you would like throw a potion or apply some sort of salve to it or something like that.
Throw popcorn at him.
Yeah, you know what?
Granola.
The healing power of your
You're the
pocket, the
perfect
healing
guy,
power of your
Lucius.
pocket granola. You toss a pocket granola into the Drowsy's mouth,
Alright.
infused
But I can
with
do that.
adrenaline.
I can do that as I can use healing word as a bonus action.
Correct. Healing word is a bonus action. So Bernie would still be able to move and make an attack.
All right. So I think what I will do is have. Can Bernie get close enough over here, like up on Donnie too?
I think so, but so you can't get within melee range, but you can get pretty close.
Okay. So if I did something that was a cone, Anchor would be out of that cone. Right?
You could angle the cone in a way. So like
Okay.
so like for example, like see how I'm doing it? Like you could do it like that, for example.
Oh, look at that. There's a cone.
Yeah.
Fun. Okay, cool. So this looks like 15
It looks
feet.
like the
Karama's in there, right?
safest.
I mean, it tells you
can
there's
see
a
this.
foot counter on it. So yeah, it looks
All right, cool.
so yes, you could hit them both, yes.
All right, so I think what Bernie's gonna do is Burning Hands, which
Oh.
is a thin sheet of flames shoots forth from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cone makes a dexterity saving throw, and then taking 3d6 fire damage
Yep.
on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Yes. So let me make
And I
my
realize that the other Pokemon is a fire type,
but I'm not the way that I would deal with resistances would be it's not to itself, at least not right now. You know, we're doing this for funsies. All right, so
Yeah.
roll 2d20s. So Karama saves, and Donnie 2 certainly does not.
Okay.
I just because I know that your spell save DC should be 12. Donnie 2 rolled a 4. And then Karama rolled a 20. So so go ahead and do your 3 was it 3d8?
3d6.
3d6, my bad.
All right, that is
That's
a
two.
6, a 5, and a 3. So 14.
So 14 damage total. All right, so the Vulpix is
Donnie
not
takes 14 and Karama takes 7.
so so Donnie 2 tries to put his big old burly hands up, but because this is all happening within 6 seconds, he's still actually holding that they're still like mid like cool guy shake, and he doesn't have time to even react as he just gets enveloped in a cone of flame, and he is looking horrible right now. So yeah, there's that. So he's not looking so hot. And-
As a bonus action, I would like
Oh,
to
no.
toss a healing word over towards Drowsy.
Okay.
How
the-
much HPs do I retain?
And that healing word would be a popcorn ball that. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. It's a Pokemon of some sort.
Infused with adrenaline. It goes into his
Yes.
mouth and it picks him back up. What is it? 1d4 plus your
Healing word is 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Okay, cool. So go for that. Go ahead and roll that.
I'll just throw that in the game. So that's 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6.
All right. So Drowsy's back up.
Yeah.
Cool. And Josh, it's your turn. When you get picked back up, you have a bonus action, but you don't have your action, I believe is how it works. So you can move around. I don't know if you have anything for bonus actions, whether they be from Bard or they be from Drow. I don't think anything that Drowsy can do, but if there's anything that you can do as a Bard, let like Bardic Inspiration or something, but I think that's all you can do at 3rd level.
I don't even think I have that yet. So I don't think I have any bonus actions. How would it be determined in my
Character sheet. You should have at least inspiration. Hold on, let's look. Let's look at Winston Churchill, but not that one.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Bardic Inspiration. All right, bonus action. All right.
Yeah, you have Mantle of Inspiration. I forgot. You can weave Fey magic into a song or dance to fill others with vigor. As a bonus action, you can expend a use of Bardic Inspiration. Oh yeah. Oh, you can for temporary hit points. So you could give somebody temporary hit points, or you could just use Bardic Inspiration to just give somebody a 1d6 to like their next attack roll or whatever.
Ooh, so it's Bardic Inspiration, or the other one is Mantle of Inspiration.
Yeah.
Well, Mantle of Inspiration seems like it has not infinite uses, but like I don't have any cooldown for it, correct?
The only cooldown for it, so it's you expend a use of Bardic Inspiration, so you can do just
I understand what you're saying. It takes out one of those 3 slots. All right. I will use. You know what? I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
And I'm going to use it on Anchor.
Okay.
Take him down your next turn, buddy. I believe in you.
Thank you, Winston.
And with that, we're back at the top of the order, which means it is the Horsey's turn.
All right. So I just watched Bernie Smolders shoot out a cone of fire, and it looked really cool. This whole cone of magical
Real
elements.
hot.
All right, well then I want to do something really cool to match that hot fire that you just spat. So,
Talon.
Horsey has Dragon's Breath. Now, the 2024 Dragon's Breath, the way it works, D&D rules as written, is it's actually something where you touch another creature or character, and then that endows them with the ability to use a Dragon's Breath as an action.
Yeah.
So if Horsey wanted to do a Dragon's Breath, I would basically have to use his bonus action to give him the ability to use his action to make a cone.
I think just to cut out the middleman, just pretend like you're just like it's 2014 rules, but with that, so just like you can just use it instead of you having to waste the bonus action and the action to do the thing. Like you can just do the thing, make it easy.
We don't need Horsey to touch itself.
You got the touch.
So Horsey's gonna move up next to Karama and do one of these cones here to hopefully hit Donnie 2 and Karama with. So they just got hit with fire. Now they're gonna get hit with ice.
Great.
It's all about
So they both need to make a dexterity saving throw, and I believe Horsey's spell save DC is 12.
Nice to meet you. So Karama rolled
Fire and ice at the Providence Place Mall.
I do remember that, yeah.
Baby, all you can eat, baby.
Oh my god. So I rolled a 16 and a 19, so they both do save.
Yes, they both save. So they will both take half damage, but I believe Karama, due to its vulnerability to cold, will go right back up to full damage.
Yes.
Okay, so this is 3d6.
Cool party.
Cool party.
Like
Chill out, so Karama will take 10 and Donnie 2 will take 5.
Okay. So they both actually go down from that. So how do you want to in the words of Matthew Mercer, how do you want to do this?
Yeah, I mean, it's really just kind of copycat here. Horsey and Lucas, they see Gufias and Bernie do this totally awesome move, and they're like, oh, that's a great idea. And then Lucas is going through his Pokedex like, wait a minute, well, we could do that too, kind of. Let's try. And then Horsey goes out and he just sends out this big old cone of ice and smacks the microphone.
The important bit. That's the
and then I
That's
think
the sound it made.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh
Just-
no,
just-
this is not one that actually freezes them. But yeah,
Nope.
they're all like covered in frost and icicles. Yeah,
and
Chill.
the
Real Frozen Empire.
yeah,
it's a song of ice and fire.
Ghostbusters. I'm not in that one. So the Vulpix goes down and its trainer recalls it, and then Donnie too gives Anchor a look and like a little nod of acknowledgement before falling back and being returned back into Donnie O'Donnell's Pokeball, and Donnie O'Donnell shoots you a look, Lucas. Donnie O'Donnell will remember that if this was one of those Telltale games. He will remember that.
And I shoot a look over to TS like I think we share an enemy now.
Nothing bonds two brothers on the battlefield like a shared enemy, Lucas. Say it proud and loud. You don't need to do it with glances.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
look over
Wendy's
to-
an enemy as well.
Look over to Donnie O'Donnell and I go, "You suck."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work on your trash tech. I know you like to stay in the background.
He takes one.
Good stuff.
Donnie O'Donnell takes vicious mockery damage. Takes 1d6 psychic damage from that. So Dale, you're up. The only remaining enemy combatant
Noodle.
is Noodle, who's just oddly floating in the air, just like Horsey. Don't ask questions.
Noodle.
Do your
Noodle,
noodle dance.
Noodle
Noodle
dance.
dance.
Okay, I'm gonna do Source's Burst for Noodle, and I'm gonna use Psychic because it's
Okay.
weak to that.
Sure. All right, go ahead and roll up that d20 plus 3.
The 20.
Roll the 20 plus 3.
12.
That might does that hit? Hold on. No, it's
So,
Yeah,
Depends
no,
on what
cool.
the AC
Nope,
is.
13 AC. It's not supposed to say that out loud, but it does not connect.
So
And
close.
it is Tentacle's turn, and it's
Oh,
about to
no.
pull out all the stops with its
Okay.
ability to do.
Nothing.
Well, I don't have anything that can do AoE. I was kind of hoping that I also had some sort of a cool AoE maneuver, but I do not. I'll go for another
Metal
Melf.
cones.
Yeah, no more cones. No cones for this little noodle. I'll go for a Melf's Acid Arrow on Bernie Smolders, just because targeting. Got to target that healer, even though it's technically not the healer.
Rude.
So, and I rolled a nat
I mean,
1.
no, you-
So,
Oh,
so it goes ahead
move.
and tries to shoot out its little it's I don't know exactly how Acid Arrow would work. However, I don't really know where Tentacle produces its sludge that it
I mean, it's
tosses.
probably has a
has
beak.
sludge sack.
Has a
It's
beak
a
or
bit of a
stack.
It comes out of its middle area and he flings it. I don't know. It just kind of gloops onto the floor a couple of feet in front of him. it
like an
doesn't.
octopus ink.
Throws
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You know when you
Blech.
throw a toy to a dog and it's not interested in playing? It's kind of like that. Bernie just sees it gloop on the floor and doesn't move.
Blech. just it's not a whole lot happened there. And
Foo up.
this will lead into Anchor and TS's turn.
Can I get to that? I'm 23 feet away, I think.
Yeah. Just to make life easy, I gave everybody 30 feet of movement.
That's what I thought. So I'm gonna go shake Noodle's hand.
Shake that noodle. You know what I'm saying?
Shocking.
That's me. Let's see what we can do with this.
Is it a limp noodle?
No, that's a shame.
You go ahead and try to grab one of its tentacles, and it's just kind of like,
It
eh.
slipped away. Yeah. You get him next time, I get you will, you boy.
And then this is gonna lead into Zach and Bernie because everybody else has been downed already.
Okay. I wasn't prepared.
Clean them up.
I don't think he's taken any damage, right?
Who? You, Bernie?
Noodle.
Noodle.
No, Noodle.
No, Noodle. I
Uh,
don't think he has.
Noodle- no, 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 no.
Noodle had, like,
Noodle got a big.
a few
Noodle got
points.
magic missiled.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Noodle got magic missiled. Noodle is not quite bloodied, but Noodle is like really close.
If we had like a bar on the screen, would it still be green, yellow, red?
It's yellow. It's yellow right now.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess I'll get up close and
Pokemon, you
personal,
see.
and we'll inflict some wounds.
All right, go for it.
You need to make a creature you touch makes a Constitution saving throw.
Inflict wounds is the con save?
Yeah.
Oh, it used to be a spell attack. Oops, I had you roll for a spell attack.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, whatever, doesn't matter. I only rolled a 3, so it didn't work.
All right, so you take 2d10 again.
Yeah, it used to be a spell attack. My bad. I didn't realize they changed it.
All right, that's a 3 and a 9.
3 plus 9, so 11. All right, so this thing ain't looking so hot.
3 plus 9 is 12.
12.
That's what math is. I'm even worse than I thought I was. This tentacle is on its last noodle. I'll tell you that right now. So that's gonna lead into Winston's turn.
I will get my spell PP back after this fight. Correct?
Yeah, everybody's gonna be fully healed after each of these combats.
If
All
you're
right,
about to do an AoE, we're over there. Just keep that in mind.
Just
No,
a
I'm
I'm just-
gonna get killed. I don't mind.
I won't do
It's just a
AoE.
strategic sacrifice.
fireball.
I
Yeah,
won't be
right, I
over
mean-
dramatic. Yeah, right. Just
Clarification.
fireball.
Do
I won't be
we,
over
like,
dramatic. Oh,
we
go
have
ahead.
limited usage, right, of each of these abilities?
Yeah, so it's 4 right at rules as I have them right now. Your abilities are 4 times a day.
4 times a
That's
day.
the
So
minimum, 4 times a
is your-
day.
Zach, is your
That's the
inflict wounds an
maximum.
ability? That's not a cantrip, right? That's
It's
an
a
ability.
spell. I've used it
No, it
twice.
is-
Yeah.
it is the
Okay.
maximum.
Right,
But
but we're gonna get it all back.
you're
for the
gonna get
next battle.
because these are basically tutorial fights to have fun. So
Okay.
they're gonna come back every.
Yeah, I was definitely thinking like I need to conserve them for the next battle today.
Nah,
but if
man,
we're
you
not
good?
doing
You
that-
good?
Go for broke, Josh.
Here we go. I'm gonna be over dramatic. We're gonna use Tasha's Mind Whip on the last remaining Pokemon, which is Noodle.
Great. And how does that work again? I don't remember.
You have to make an intelligence saving throw. Either way, you're gonna take damage, but it just determines if you take full damage or half damage.
I rolled a 17, so let's say half damage, and hopefully you roll.
Real.
All right, so it's got to be 3d6s.
Well, it's literally not possible for me to live. So go ahead.
You're showing too much of your hand.
Whatever. I don't care.
A 9.
Yeah, I got 2 HP, so when it's done. So how do you wanna knock
That's
out?
not yellow. That's
I'm gonna-
red.
I
gonna
had
do my
14 and then got 9, and then I got inflict wounds down to 2.
Yeah, the inflict
gonna-
wounds is what
Oh, I
brought it
forgot
red.
about the inflict wounds.
Yeah. All right, so Josh, how do you want to do this?
I'm gonna do the same move that I did last week to defeat the Snorlax. Drowsy's gonna put both of his hands on his hips and gyrate them in full circular motions and just go, "Rah!" And then a giant shadow tendril is gonna come up and it's gonna slap Noodles right across the behind.
And with that, the noodle falls down to its noodles, and it gets recalled as well. And with that, Team 2 is our winner of the first round.
Are you not entertained?
The crowd erupts in glorious applause, because that's what they're doing. They're applauding. And with that, Team 2 shall retire back into the locker room to await their next match.
Winston, you've got a habit of getting the finishing strike.
I got lucky 2 times in a row. Yeah,
I'm impressed.
it also helps to have the worst initiative roll and get to go last.
He was talking to you in character.
What is
know, yeah,
initiative?
It also
I guess I'm
helps
a
to
pretty
have
lucky guy.
Is that
Maybe I'm,
Arceus yelling at us.
Maybe I'm gonna find my 6th wife. I'm so lucky.
Oh boy.
Gorsh.
Everything comes back to the 6th wife.
Everything.
Has Team 1
love the
left
battlefield, so-
or the pitch yet?
Wait, what, Devin?
Has Team 1 left the pitch yet?
So you'd all be exiting together to go back towards the the locker room. So
Donald,
hey,
pleasure to fight you.
and a pleasure to face ye. I'll see you out there in the Kanto region where there are a little bit fewer rules and regulations.
That's fair, but I'm sad that you think you're gonna get eliminated a second time and not go through the losers bracket to fight us in the championship.
Oh yeah, I guess I could do that, couldn't I?
Double elimination tournament. One of
Got
the
him.
Well, I didn't remember the rules because they were talking so
I
damn
know,
much.
They were talking so much. That professor and his son with the restaurant. I didn't get it.
We've all gone into the locker room. At this
do
point,
you
right?
believe-
Grandson.
And can you believe the accents on these people? It's like they can't even speak.
If I didn't have speak to animals, I don't know if I'd understand any of them.
Oh, that's a good burn. That's a good one. I like that a lot. I
Yeah,
like that a
Speak
lot.
slow. I'll speak slow so
on
you
the
can
same
understand me, O'Donnell.
The
The
old
lack
dog.
of rules outside
The tongue.
cuts both ways.
You know what? At first, I
That's
didn't
chilling,
like you
Lucas.
because your
Maybe-
little seahorse knocked out my boil, but I think I might like you a lot, laddie.
We'll find out.
He gives you a little.
Getting a sixth wife.
He gives you a little wink.
We're gonna cancel those trash talking lessons. You got more than meets the eye there. That was just for freaking goofiest.
Make sure you transform. That's kind of what Chris Hemsworth sounded like.
And rise up.
And rise up.
Come on.
I didn't hate. I didn't hate. I mean, I liked that movie. Anyways,
I like that movie a lot.
I like that
Can't wait
movie.
till we talk about it.
I liked that movie. But that being said, I honestly, I was like, all right, we're gonna get through like 2, maybe even all 3 of these battles. We only did 1, but I am gonna call it because I know we won't have time to do another one in 20 minutes. So, for everybody out in the chat right now, Mabe, Jay. Oh my God, Leon, thank you so much. Everybody else who's out there, thank you guys also so much for
Good luck saving the
for-
president's daughter, Leon.
hanging out with me and doing the thing. Thanks for hanging out with us and talking and stuff. But yeah, so I mean, I guess we can just kind of like BS for a little bit, if whatever, well, for a couple minutes. I'm going to I'm going to my quarterly Disney retreat next week, so we won't be playing the next 2 Tuesdays. If we as a group decide to do a different day when I get back, we can figure that out when I get back. But assuming that we don't find a substitute day for the week of Halloween, we would be back on the 3rd or the 4th of November, whatever that date is.
That would be the Tuesday.
Oh, it would be the Tuesday, so it would be the 5th.
election
It's also
day.
election day here in the States.
Gotcha.
So if you are a resident of the
And
United States,
Remember.
remember the 5th of November. That's also a good movie. That's also one I enjoy.
That's a
Yeah.
movie.
V for Vendetta?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Thank you, Sean. It's called a bit.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, I'm tired. Anyways. Mabe wants to know how you guys how did combat feel this time?
Oh,
Well, I hit something this time, so
It
that was
was
nice.
Yeah, very intuitive.
It was fun.
That was a good time.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I do have plans to make it easier, but I don't want to change the rules now. If we keep on playing past what we're doing now, then I'll have updated rules and stuff for the combat to make it more straightforward and to give a little bit more utility to the Pokemon besides like the 3 things they can do and maybe kind of some of your spells. But we'll see.
I think it'd be kind of interesting if we get to catch more Pokemon and then we have choices to switch them out and things.
Yeah, which that is the goal. So I mean, I have what
A lot of buildings so far.
Yeah, that's coming.
I have what I think is like a 12 session campaign, but God knows that's never how it goes. So we'll see what happens.
You thought we would get through 3 battles today.
I mean, I might have to fast forward things a little bit. We'll see. I got ideas.
Well, that was ambitious.
I got
Do
ideas.
not give me a rival.
I wanted to give everybody a rival. I have rivals for everybody. I have them
Can't
written
wait for
down.
Winston.
Sweet.
It better be an ex-wife.
Oh.
Or
Team
another
3
known
is
as
all your
Jack.
ex-wives.
It
Which-
kind of has to be like at this point.
It's like a latter middle-aged man, Scott Pilgrim. It's like the evil ex-wives.
It's Winston and his evil ex-wife. You want to be my 6th ex-wife? I mean, my 6th wife. This will be the real one this time. You gotta beat my 5 evil exes.
They
Got a
form
Pokemon
up
battle.
Voltron.
Extron. Come on. You can't just say Voltron. You gotta put a spin on it.
They're all of varying ages, because of course the old one is the one that had all my kids.
You got kids, Winston?
I don't know if he does.
Don't add lore.
I
No,
don't
we
I
can't-
don't
we
I
can't
don't know.
add
I don't know. I don't know.
I have so much
In the
lore.
after D&D section of this.
I have so much Winston lore. I have a note on my phone of in my lore log, and there's so much Winston backstory we haven't even scraped yet.
Are
well,
you-
I feel exactly the same. I don't know when to bring it up.
Hey,
I mean, this would be like post battle. We could have like in character chats, and
Yeah.
I
you
took off
know,
my
this stuff
costume
could
because I
come
was
up.
told we were done.
we'll pick up the next
Next
episode
time.
with
Next time.
conversations.
On
With
Pokemon.
lovely, wonderful conversations.
Yeah.
But all right, cool. So we'll be back in a couple of weeks. I'm going to try to stream tomorrow. So I'm looking at myself in Streamlabs and not at myself in the camera like a good boy. I'm going to stream more of the beta for 6.3 tomorrow. So cool. I'm going to keep on writing more rules for this. We're going to keep on playing D&D. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me and making this a fun thing we get to do. I'm very happy.
Sean, if I
That's
could say
great.
one
Thank
thing,
you.
I'm so proud of the 6 of us for not bringing up any of the more blue material from the Pokemon League this weekend. Thank gosh, none of us have a Typhlosion, an Octillery, a Lapras. The other 2, I don't remember the other 2.
Hold on. I didn't look at
Do
any
you
of
not know about this?
No, I knew
know.
I knew there were beta sprite leaks, but I didn't know there was anything like sexy.
There was
Oh,
more, baby.
Yeah.
I did
Apparently-
almost pick Cyndaquil as my Pokemon.
Pokemon
Well, it's only going to be a problem later
Leaks.
on down the line. When did I even get there?
Typho. Hold on. The first thing that popped up was a Forbes article saying Typhlosion goes viral. Hold on.
Yep.
Oh no.
For the weirdest possible region. A long time ago. Oh, a long time ago, that when the boundary between Pokemon and humans was unclear. Okay.
Put it up on stream.
Hold on. Wait, what is this? Looks like it's like a copy pasta.
Yeah, but it's not.
Oh.
It's leaked from. It's crazy. What are the other 2 mons? If you're looking at what I think you're looking at, Shark.
A young girl
no,
is
no,
tricked
no,
by
I'm
a
looking
shape-shifting
at,
Bafufun into thinking that he's a human.
Oh, Slacking is one of them.
Eventually,
Yeah.
she apparently has a child with him, and she's called his wife. Her father eventually comes and kills the Bafun and returns to the village. And her half Pokemon, half child is teased by the men in the village. Well, okay, so it's out there doing it. It's out there getting it done.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
I'm glad. Well, I guess if I'm the only one who read the leak, then
I
There must be
I,
a leak.
be a dumb.
I saw some neat sprites. All I saw was neat beta sprites.
Good too. The beta for Black and White was very interesting. I checked
Pokemon
that
fans
out.
are losing it over this freaky Typhlosion story.
Yeah,
I-
I mean that sounds more like
yeah,
a
I
fanfic
totally
than
missed
a
this.
leak.
This is crazy.
But it is totally
No, but it's totally so.
like,
so
it is a
it-
How do you think
Yeah.
Vaporeon feels about all this, though?
yeah, I want to know how Vaporeon, Gardevoir, and Lopunny feel about all this. You know, I want to know how the actual sexy Pokemon feel, especially the Water Fox, which is not anthropomorphic at all.
Power bottom Vaporeon. Poor guy.
I was going to say something about making its own lubricant, but we don't need to get into that.
But
But
says it's an old Japanese folktale, but with a Typhlosion instead of a
yeah,
badger.
so I mean, and
Yeah,
there
so,
are
yeah.
there are things. So in Gen 4, you go to the library in, I can't remember the name of the city, and there are books in the library where it talks about how Pokemon and humans, evolved, branched off in different evolutionary paths, and people in Pokemon did get married and blah 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 blah. So like
which was not explored in Legends Arceus, which you would have expected, right?
no,
It
Pokemon are
came
just no
fast as
because
hell.
because then Pokemon are just wild animals that we don't know how to deal with them unless you're a kid from the future who knows what a Pokeball is.
That's true.
So, and actually in that Pokemon Z game where that French Revolution like 2-hour video that I made, yeah, it explores that stuff a lot more. Where it is just like, yeah, Pokemon became Pokemon, but at some point they were the same thing. People were the same thing. So all that lore and stuff is there, and a lot of the weird violent stuff too. Because like when you think about it, like in the original games, there's no adult men because they all died in whatever that war lieutenants are just a veteran of. That's why there's only old people, ladies, and kids. There's like no just dudes anywhere. the lore in the Gold and Silver is that a bunch of people burned down a tower and killed a bunch of Pokemon that were inside of it, and then that's when Ho-Oh came back and made the legendary. There's always something weird or violent or inappropriate in all the games, except for maybe, actually, no, even the newest games, I guess.
Is it Scarlet Violet?
Yeah, there's a lot of bad stuff in there. Maybe Galar is the funnest one. Everybody else is like really oddly dark. Because the Galar stuff is just fun sports. Everyone's just having fun playing sports. And then there's some cool dogs with swords. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with playing D&D with me.
Venomoth, Poliwag, Nidorina, Golduck, Ivysaur, Grimer, Victreebel, Moltres, Nidoking, Farfetch, Abra, Jigglypuff, Kingler, Rhyhorn, Clefable, Wigglytuff, catch 'em, gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all, Pokemon!
Yes, baby, you're right. Those cool dogs do kill people. The Evo was. That's my cause. Electro Minky Nidoran. Anyways,
We're getting a copyright strike before. I mean,
that's why I'm only doing it in chunks like the old cartoon show. You'll have to tape all 5 sessions in order to get the full lyrics. Can you sing along?
Make sure you set your VCR for WB Kids every day in the morning before you go to school.
What's a VCR? I got a DVR over here, TiVo.
Actually,
TiVo.
last thing, I saw a random reel where it was a guy that was on the actual news because he went to a thrift store and bought a VHS that just said surprise on it. And the guy was on the news. It was like, we're going to see what's on this mystery VHS. And somebody had taped Never Gonna Give You Up.
Yep.
On a VHS.
I saw that.
Dropped it off at a thrift store. So this guy got rickrolled by a mystery VHS tape.
That's actually incredible.
And it was on the real local news.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah, that's great.
All that.
Epic.
I like that song.
It's a great song. Holding on each other all so long.
Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it.
Say it.
All right.
I'm not getting 3 other people who
I'm not gonna get into the karaoke. No, I miss karaoke, but like I can't do that anymore.
Well, the next 2 Tuesdays I get to karaoke.
There you go. You can get to go to karaoke. I don't think I've done karaoke.
Stream and do that.
I don't know if I've done karaoke since my wedding because it was COVID right after, and then we have kid now. So I think the last time I did karaoke was at my wedding.
Wow, this got real sad. See you next week.
No, I'm just saying. I from like all the way through college and like all my 20s, like twice a week going to karaoke.
Yeah, you were the karaoke. You do like Asia Grill in the midweek, and then Friday nights.
I was karaokeing all over the place. There's the kind of a gross dive bar next to Comedy Connection. I've done karaoke there a bunch too. Anyways, I'll talk to y'all later.
See you.
See you, everybody. Bye, chat.
Bye.
Bye-bye.